This is Dan Dixie reporting for Press for Truth, and it has happened again, ladies and gentlemen. Another biological female boxer has just lost to an opponent whose DNA test results reveal that they have XY chromosomes. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Lin Yu-Ting. This is a Taiwanese boxer who has just advanced in the Olympics after what many are calling an unfair, unsafe, and downright wrong situation and fight here. Fury after second female boxer is reduced to tears after losing to failed gender test opponent as Lin Yu-Ting cruises to unanimous points win a day after Imane Khelif left her battered opponent crying. And the use of the word her here has turned out to be rather controversial because this Algerian individual here has allegedly was born female, was raised as a female, but obviously the only way that that can actually be verified is through DNA testing. And that is exactly what the World Championships of Boxing did last year when they disqualified this individual from taking part in a boxing match because they showed high levels of testosterone and XY chromosomes. Just as I revealed in my video from yesterday, brutal moment, male boxer lands huge punch against female opponent after 46 seconds of Olympic bout. And I also had a lot of people upset with me for the use of the term male boxer here in my video title. But again, when it comes down to the determination of one's DNA, you can only go by rigorous testing. And as I said, that's exactly what the World Boxing Championships Federations did, and they found that these individuals do indeed have XY chromosomes, giving you a very unfair advantage against biological women, regardless of what genitalia you have. If you have XY chromosomes, you should not be competing against biological women with XX chromosomes. It seems blatantly obvious to me, but apparently it's not, as we have to, bring this up once again in today's video. And if you didn't think this was bad enough with what's going on in the Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, there's also a child rapist competing at the Olympics. Here's the full story of the Dutch volleyball star who was convicted of having sex with a British 12-year-old girl. That's right, the Netherlands volleyball team selected this child rapist here to be on the team, and the Olympic Steering Committee apparently had no issues with this. Of course, maybe that is not coming much as a surprise when you consider the very anti-Christian and satanic nature of the Olympics and the opening ceremony, as I reported on in this video. Yes, the 2024 Olympics opening ceremony was anti-Christian, but is anybody asking why? Where they were blatantly mocking Christianity and the Last Supper and gaslighting this as some, Dionysus festival of feasts. But we know what is truly going on here, ladies and gentlemen, and we also know what's truly going on with this as well. So we're going to talk about all of this and much more in this video. But really quickly, guys, just before we do, I'd ask that you check me out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate. If you appreciate my efforts to bring you guys this information, here you can do a one-time donation with PayPal. You can do Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies by clicking there. You can sign up for a monthly reoccurring contribution by clicking there or by clicking here on Subscribestar. $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever is within your means is very greatly appreciated. You can also send an e-transfer to dan@pressfortruth.ca, or if you like to keep things old school, guys, you can send stuff to my P.O. box. Links for all of this are located in the description below. Thank you so much to everybody who takes 1 minute today to support my efforts here at Press for Truth. All right, guys, let's check this out. Lin Yu-Ting's controversial Olympic bout sparked fury today after the boxer who previously failed a gender test unanimously beat her opponent and reduced her to tears. Critics slammed the decision to let the Taiwanese fighter compete in the women's boxing match as unfair, unsafe, and wrong. The row comes just one day after Algeria's Imane Khelif beat Angela Carini in a clash lasting just 46 seconds, leaving the Italian boxer with a suspected broken nose. Carini barely threw a punch before telling her corner, "It's not fair," and then abandoning the match for her own safety. Today, two-time world champion Yu-Ting needed the full 3 rounds to beat Uzbekistan's Satora Turdabetkova, but the decision to allow the fight to go ahead in the first place sparked fury from women's rights activists and other athletes. And, I mean, rightly so. Because, again, when you're going to, determine what category an individual should be competing in, obviously, these individuals are never going to have to show their genitals. That would be absurd, and that would be ludicrous. Rather, instead, what we do is we resort to DNA testing. And the DNA test results are very clear that this individual has XY chromosomes, as does this individual, and therefore they present a very unfair advantage against biological females. The person who's supposed to be fighting this individual next, tomorrow, I believe, posted this to their social media, pretty much, letting you know how they feel about this upcoming bout tomorrow. Algerian boxer Imane Khelif's next opponent, Luka Hamori, shares a picture showing a horned beast in a ring with the female fighter, as this Hungarian Boxer Association is protesting with the Olympic chiefs on the eve of this bout, as they should be, because, again, this is a very unfair advantage that this individual does have moving forward here. Now, this fight is supposed to take place tomorrow, so I think the controversy we're seeing here with the Olympics is going to continue over the next week or so that's left in this thing. But in case you guys didn't know, there's also this other controversy which is going on, dealing with this individual who the Netherlands thought would be a good pick for their team, despite the fact that he's a convicted rapist. Check this out. A concern was already being raised by many critics before the start of the games, was the inclusion of Steven van der Velde on the Dutch volleyball team. Van der Velde was sentenced to 4 years in prison in Britain in 2016 after he admitted to the rape of a 12-year-old girl 2 years earlier when he was 19. He spent 13 months in prison, 1 year in Britain and 1 month in the Netherlands, before being freed there, after what he did was reclassified under Dutch law as a lesser offense of committing indecent acts, and his sentence was reduced. Since 2017, he's been playing volleyball, again, leading up to his selection for the Paris 2024 at age 29. But he was met with hostility on his debut at the Eiffel Tower Stadium on Wednesday, being booed by the crowd every time he served in a 2-0 win over Chile. However, the IOC had already made clear that they had no intention of disqualifying the Dutchman, with spokesperson Mark Adam telling a press conference, "We have made it clear that we have been in long conversations with the Dutch National Olympic Committee. A crime occurred 10 years ago. A great deal of rehabilitation has taken place, and strong safeguards are in place." So, in other words, the Olympic Committee, the organizing committee here, is saying, yes, this individual did rape a child, but that was a long time ago. So, you know what? We're okay with this individual continuing to compete in the Olympics. And we're okay with, individuals with XY chromosome beating up on biological females. We're okay with all of this nonsense. And again, not much of this should come as a surprise if you saw my video talking about why the opening ceremony was anti-Christian. If you did not see that one, folks, be sure to check it out. A lot of important information is contained in that video. I will put a link to that in the description below. But I just wanted to bring it to your attention today that it's happening again. Full circle, happening again. Another XY chromosome individual has just beaten up on a biological female at the Olympics, and not enough people are raising a fuss about this, and they're all just, arguing over, semantics of whether or not this individual is a female or a male. Again, if you have XY chromosomes, you should not be competing against a biological female with XX chromosomes. Plain and simple. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, guys, don't forget to check me out over here at pressfortruth.ca/donate. If you appreciate my efforts to continuously bring you this information, you can check that top link in the description below. And that's all for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to click that thumbs up button. Share this video with your friends and family who you think need to see it the most. And stay tuned, guys. We're going to have more video reports coming soon, God willing. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.